Maha is a 5-star all-inclusive desert resort and spa located an hour away from Dubai and nestled among the sand dunes of the Dubai Desert Conservation Reserve. The luxury resort offers 42 standalone villas, each with a private swimming pool and stunning views of the desert. I recently had the opportunity to try it out for myself. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mel, and in today's video I'll be taking you on a magical journey to this very special property. Come along with me to the Dubai Desert Conservation Reserve to check out the Maha Luxury Resort and Spa, tour my Bedouin suite, and experience the amenities and meals that are included with the price of accommodation. I'll also take you along for the complimentary activities I was able to enjoy during my visit. What are my thoughts on this luxury property? Is it worth the hefty price tag, and would I consider returning on my next visit? Come along with me today to find out. Also, if you enjoy this type of content, I hope you'll hit the like button and subscribe. And with that out of the way, let's get started. I made a trip to the Middle East last year to visit the United Arab Emirates and Qatar for the first time. It was an amazing trip and one I won't soon forget. The Maha Luxury Desert Resort near Dubai has been on my bucket list for some time. It's all-inclusive, has a great reputation, and because it's part of the Marriott portfolio, it can be booked and paid for with Marriott points. So I knew when I planned this vacation that I definitely wanted to stay there. During the period of time I was trying to book, which was high season for Dubai, the rooms were going for $1,834 per night. But if I paid in Marriott points, it would only cost me 120,000 points. That works out to be a per point value of approximately 1.53 cents per point, which is about twice as much as Marriott points are usually valued at. So a really good deal. To say I was excited when I received my confirmation would be an understatement. The Maha Resort is approximately an hour from Dubai, but driving from the city to the desert makes you feel like you're entering a completely different world. When you pass the sign for the Desert Research Center, you know you're almost there. At the entrance gate, a guard checks your details and welcomes you in. Then it's a scenic 9-kilometer ride to the main reception building, which is unassuming and blends in well with its surroundings. I was welcomed into a cozy reception area and given a seat. Then, while the check-in process was completed for me, I was able to relax, admire the traditional Bedouin-style furnishings and decor, and enjoy a complimentary smoothie. Once check-in was completed, I received the key to my villa and hopped aboard a golf cart for a quick door-to-door ride. Upon entering, the bathroom was to my right, and the main room was straight ahead. Fashioned to resemble a Bedouin tent, the villa was warm, cozy, and welcoming. There are floor-to-ceiling windows on the wall across from the bed, and the suite is filled with handcrafted Arabian furnishings, decor, and artifacts. The centerpiece of the room is the king-size bed, which was one of the most comfortable beds I've ever experienced. The desk contains helpful information such as instructions for on-site activities. There's also a phone and a Bluetooth Bose sound system. Finally, there's a sitting area with 2 long chaise lounges and a coffee table. Overall, the villa isn't fancy, but it's spacious and airy, and I really appreciate how comfortable and welcoming it feels. There are also some special touches like complimentary snacks and an easel complete with an art pad and oil pastels. Additionally, you'll find a large cabinet that provides plenty of space to hang your clothes. This is also where you'll find the ironing board and iron, and a robe and slippers. The middle cabinet houses the television set and provides drawers for more storage. And the last cabinet provides more hanging space and a safe. In the entrance hall is a second desk and chair, and a stocked minibar. The water is complimentary, but the minibar items require payment. The bottle of wine by the minibar also carries a charge, but right next door is the glass decanter with complimentary mulled wine. There's also complimentary coffee and tea supplies right across the way. I explored the bathroom next, and again, the space is more welcoming and cozy than it is fancy. It's well stocked, though, and very spacious. There's a second door in the rear of the bathroom that connects back into the main living space. While the inside of the villa is quite nice, the outside is the star of the show in my opinion. Each villa has a lovely private pool that is larger than I expected. It's heated, and if you want to change the temperature, you can call the front desk to let them know. There's also a large shaded deck with furniture for lounging, as well as dining. With only 42 standalone villas scattered across the sprawling Maha property, the sense of privacy when I was out back is something I've never experienced before at any hotel or resort. In addition to putting distance between the individual villas, the developers also strategically placed vegetation to create a feeling of seclusion and privacy. It truly felt like a slice of paradise to me. Since I arrived at the resort quite early in the day, I had plenty of time to try out the pool. The temperature of the water was perfect. The sounds of nature were all around, and I loved the peacefulness that came from having the entire pool to myself. I found the experience to be incredibly relaxing. While a small private pool is the perfect fit for me, the resort also has a larger public pool if that's your preference. The clubhouse, which is where you'll find all the general resort amenities, is a short walk from the reception building. To find the pool, exit through the back door of the clubhouse. There's a covered porch with furniture if you want to lounge in the shade. Typical sun loungers with umbrellas, and a temperature-controlled pool. As you can see, it was empty, probably because most guests prefer their own private pools. Inside the clubhouse, you'll find a workout room with both weightlifting and cardio equipment. There's also a space with spa amenities, including a plunge pool, shower, dry sauna, and steam room. Finally, there's a full-service spa on site for paid spa treatments. Each guest is entitled to 2 complimentary activities per night. I recommend booking your activities before your trip to ensure that you don't miss out. Complimentary activities include a falcon show, a nature walk, a wildlife drive, camel trek, a sundowner's experience, and archery. There are also a few activities you can partake in for a fee. On my first day, I chose the Camel Trek. For the activity, we were each given a camel to bring us on a 25-minute ride out to the desert dunes. My camel was so cute, and I relished every second of the journey. Once at our destination, we enjoyed champagne while watching the beautiful Arabian sunset. And then we made the trek back to the resort with the sky slowly darkening over time. The resort's all-inclusive meals are served at the Al Dawan restaurant in the main building. You have the choice of inside or outside seating for each meal, and I opted to sit on the patio for my first meal so I could enjoy the beautiful evening weather. My stay at the Al Maha Resort was on Valentine's Day, and in honor of the occasion there was a special set menu that included a touch of red in each dish. I was pretty full by the time dessert arrived, but I'm a sweet tooth, so I managed to enjoy it all. After I finished my dinner, I walked around a bit because the resort felt so peaceful after dark. When I got back to my villa, turn-down service had already been completed, and I loved the effect of the dim lighting both inside and outside. And as an added bonus, there was a cute nighttime snack waiting for me. I left my shades open all night so I could wake up with the sun. It was a spectacular way to start my day. I read for a few minutes on the chaise lounge and then made myself a cup of coffee. Heading outdoors to appreciate the beautiful morning with a cup of coffee was one of the highlights of my stay. I enjoyed the refreshing morning breeze and the beautiful surrounding landscape. But what I loved most were the visitors. Charming little birds, as well as friendly and adorable sand gazelles. While I would have been happy hanging out with the gazelles all day, my hunger eventually got the best of me, so I headed to the restaurant for breakfast. Again, I was given the option of sitting inside or out, and this time I elected to eat inside. Breakfast includes a comprehensive menu that you can order from, as well as a breakfast buffet. I started my meal with fruit from the buffet and a cappuccino, followed by an omelet and pancakes, which were both ordered from the menu. Everything was quite good, and there's enough variety on the menu to keep things interesting for longer stays. As I mentioned before, guests are entitled to 2 complimentary activities per night. For my second activity, I chose the wildlife drive. For this activity, a guide drove me and 2 other guests deep into the desert reserve. He explained the history of the reserve and pointed out interesting landmarks. We also enjoyed seeing the Arabian oryx. Once on the brink of extinction, the oryx are now thriving thanks to conservation efforts here, with numbers in the reserve estimated at over 300. After the wildlife drive, I packed my bags and left them with reception while I enjoyed my last on-site meal, lunch. I decided to eat inside again. The menu shows prices for outside visitors, but for guests, every meal is complimentary. I was served bread before my meal. I then ordered the carrot and coconut chilled soup as my starter, and the chicken kebab with rice and vegetables for my main meal. And of course I had to get dessert, 3 scoops of homemade ice cream. Just like the other meals I enjoyed at the Maha resort, all the food was delicious and seemed like the perfect ending to my stay. It was late afternoon as I headed off to catch my evening flight out of Dubai. My time at the Maha Desert Resort had been magical, and I was truly sad to say goodbye. While for many paradise is a tropical destination overlooking the ocean, for me paradise will always be my peaceful Bedouin experience deep within the Dubai Desert Conservation Reserve. As we headed away from the resort and back towards the city, I vowed that I would definitely return to the Maha resort one day. This is a good time to mention that, as always, my travel experiences are not paid for, sponsored, or discounted in any way, and nobody was informed that I was doing this review. If you enjoyed this tour and review, let me know in the comments. And if you've had a chance to stay at the Maha Desert Resort yourself, I'd love to hear about your experience. Was it as magical for you as it was for me? Also, if you enjoy travel content, I hope you'll hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It really helps the channel and allows me to make more videos like this one. Until next time, happy travels.